Hello guys, it's Jumpsuit here doing another Beyblade unboxing. This time we have GolemRock. So, newest Bay from January, finally here, so yeah. This will probably be a pretty short unboxing because I really don't have a lot to say about this Bay honestly, but as always I do like to do unboxings, so go ahead and check it out and see if there's really anything to talk about with it. Alright, so everything all opened up now, and first up, as always, we just have, you know, instructions and whatnot, but anyway. Go ahead and start off with the ratchet as far as the parts go, because, well, it is unfortunately a reused part, so here's 160, you have a nice translucent orange on the outside, and then an opaque white on the inside. Very interesting looking ratchet, again, which was maybe not 160, but yeah, it does look really cool, so I mean that's something at least. Anyway, moving on to the bit, which is of course Underneedle. So Underneedle is weird, so it's like Needle, but kind of reminds me of Gear Needle a little bit, but it's very short. This is even shorter than like a low flat or low rush, so but yeah, basically just kind of like Needle with I guess maybe like a hint of Gear Needle and then like extremely short because why not? We'll talk about that in a little bit and how that works, but well, briefly I guess, but still interesting part, but like the actual tip here really isn't anything overly interesting if we're being honest. Moving into the blade, here is GolemRock. Really nice looking. Of course, dark blue underneath, which is really cool. And of course, you got orange up here. Nice gear chip sticker as well. I really thought that these kind of parts here were going to be something. I thought they were going to be like a Shelter Regulus gimmick. Since, you know, UX bays were getting gimmicks for a little while and they just stopped. But yeah, this bay has no gimmicks, which immediately makes it kind of uninteresting if we're being honest. But yeah. I don't know, it exists, but it looks really cool. I like the blade, you know, design-wise alone, it just is kind of boring if we're being honest, so yeah. Moving in to the part weights, so go ahead and check out how much this bay weighs. So 160, seen it before, 5.83. It feels lighter than it should, but alright. Underneedle probably will be a little bit lighter because of, you know, being shorter, yeah, 1.85, and the blade, 34.17, not bad, pretty decent for a defense blade, nothing like outstanding, but, you know, actually usable, because I know, you know, defense types were struggling with that a little bit for a while, but anyway. Total weight, 41.86, so there you go. But anyway, that's that for the part weights. Alright, so gonna go ahead and put this bay together, check out the full combo and what that all looks like, so. Alright, here it is. Here is GolemRock 160 Underneedle. That looks, that just looks short, so you can see, this is what they meant by 2 millimeters shorter rather than like 1 millimeter shorter. This is, this reminds me a lot of like older gens or like Burst or something, because yeah, this is not much of a height gap here, so very short. I kind of wish bays looked like this normally, if I'm being honest, because I don't like how tall some of the X bays are, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, so there is there's GolemRock. So anyway, go ahead and talk about this thing a little bit, give my thoughts. Again, this is going to be a pretty short unboxing, I think, because they're just. This bay, in my opinion, is just super uninteresting. But yeah, and also it is a little bit unbalanced, so it doesn't want to stay up properly, but whatever, I guess. So, as far as GolemRock goes, physically, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's good. I like the kind of bulky shape it has going for it. You know, it looks cool. Wish I had a gimmick, but, you know, the shape's fine. I like the color design a lot on this blade. The ratchet, I think, looks really cool. 160 on GolemRock, a bit questionable, but it looks fine. And then Gear Needle is why this bay is so low. I like, not Gear Needle, Underneedle, because Underneedle I think it makes the bay look a lot cooler. I like how short it is. But the color, why lime green? I know they have the whole thing of, oh, each type actually has to be a certain color, that we can't deviate from that, and it's like, why? Like, this doesn't tell you anything. Like, in recolors, we get bays that have bits that have nothing to do with the, type. Like, there's the one, for example, just like Wizard Arrow from the entry set has a blue ball. Like, that has, like, blue is attack, not stamina. So is everything has to be color-coded? Like, is ball suddenly an attack because of that? No. I don't like it. It really annoys me a lot because we have really cool color schemes like this darker blue on orange, that's great. And then you ruin it with this. I'm still giving it a 7 because I like the rest of the color scheme a lot. I don't think this completely kills it. Also, I just like how the bay looks, physically, like, in terms of, like, the molding and stuff. It's just, this hurts it a lot. This could have been like a 9 for me, honestly, but that single-handedly brings it down, quite heavily. So, I'm not a big fan of that. Again, I'll still give it a 7 because I do really like the bay. Like, everything else with the bay, physically, it's just that one thing really, annoys me. And as far as my other rating goes, the conceptual rating. How interesting is this bay? Gonna give it a 4 out of 10. I think it's kind of a bulky shape. It's defensive. Oh boy, we've seen this like 80 times already, but I don't think being defensive is necessarily, kind of just a vague defensive shape is all that interesting. I don't think there's really anything else of note on GolemRock, like, that makes it stand out in terms of the shape. It's just, you could have, like, again, these bottom, like, these underneath parts here, you really could have added something there. Again, maybe make a shelter regulus gimmick or something. I think that could make the bay stand out a little bit more, or like a Bahamut gimmick. That would make the bay, I think, a lot more interesting, and would add to it, but we don't get that, and it's just a gimmickless bay, which we've already had a ton of, and we're finally getting gimmicks, and now suddenly they decided that they don't want to make gimmicks anymore, judging by the past few releases, Ghost Circle, GolemRock, Shelter Drake. It's not looking good, but anyway. 160 I don't find to be a good choice here. It's kind of baffling. I don't like that this is unbalanced. Would have heard something balanced here personally. Although that's not, like, lowering the score very much. It's just a preference thing for me, but, Underneedle, I like the idea. I like that it's short. I like the idea behind it, but again, as a whole, the bay is just kind of defense type, but slightly short and unbalanced. Oh boy, what an idea. 4 out of 10. It's not that great. I wish they would have done more. Again, do, like, anything with this blade, please. I think that'd make it look, work so much better. It's a very big defense type, so yeah. I mean, it's like short. It's cool. But, I mean, we're just so far into, UX at this point, and, we're a decent way through X, so want to see more than just, like, oh, it's a defense type, but, you got these couple very marginal things about it that, add to it. I don't think it's really worthwhile at this point. If this released like a year prior, might have given it like a 6 or something, but as of now, 4, because, we're too far in for this stuff, in my opinion. I think there needs to be a little bit more going on. Those are just my thoughts, though. Anyway, I think that's all for GolemRock. Pretty short unboxing. Again, there's not a lot to say because, well, they didn't give me anything to talk about, really. It's very, very basic, so not ideal. Next month will be Shelter Drake, which, or maybe later this month, I don't know when I'm getting it, but that unboxing, if you thought I was, like, complaining too much here, oh boy, that's going to be an unboxing. I might almost make it just like a meme video because, Shelter Drake is terrible in my opinion. We'll get to that one because that was just not great. But at the very least we have CX after that, so hopefully we'll get some more interesting stuff to talk about once we're in CX, But these first couple releases of 2025 are not ideal, I would say. So anyway, that's GolemRock. That's everything for the video. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.